So this is my Dewey project in Koreatown around 2005. 3-story underground parking, zero lot lines. You see the piles; those are huge piles in like 2 foot or three, 2.5. I think they're 30-inch diameter caissons. We drilled them in like right at the property line with an apartment next door on one side and a house on the other. So we started digging, and as I'm reading the soils report, I'm noticing it's like really good soil, blah, blah, blah. But I see a note in there that says um, lagging can be omitted at the discretion of the soils engineer. So we dug down a little bit and brought the soils guy out, and he said, "Yeah, with the conditions, as long as the piles don't start moving, everything should be fine." Because we went all the way to the property line at the street, so we had the city was involved too, because we're literally at zero at the the street, and we're what 20, 30 feet down. It's crazy. So yeah, they said we could omit the lagging. I made $85,000 that day alone. So as you could see, we just started digging. We went straight down. I spoke with the Shot Creek guy. He was okay with the voids. He'd go just charge me anything over for the voids that were there that you'll see in some of these pictures. But mostly it wasn't a problem. The waterproofer was all for it. We just ran lagging at the top elevation to keep fluff and everything from falling in and keeping grade perfect. He pinned his waterproof into that, and we just went for it from there. You'll see we did. We just knocked out for each floor and shotcreted the whole wall all the way up from basement to ceiling, and then came back and added the floor later. The funny part was we got all the way down to the bottom and it rained, and it rained good, and I was a little worried, it was going to wash the apartment next door. And then our other delay was we had to get a crane, but the engineer was giving us a hard time. He wouldn't sign off on some changes we needed in the corner to reinforce the corner to get that crane in there. We had all the permits. We had a self-erecting crane coming, so we could, get material in and out of that hole and the 5 stories up from there in an efficient manner. We didn't have anywhere to store anything or anything. It had to go right from the trucks down below or up above. And we did it. So the job moved along for a while. Of course, drama always follows me, and we'll go into that later. But essentially, I was kind of shocked that when I put all this together, that it was like over 30 minutes at 5-second intervals for the pictures. So I did 3-second intervals for pictures, and I don't know. I hope that's all right. I don't have the patience. It seemed like that was a fucking long time. I don't know what to say for 35 minutes. So this job, it went well until, I don't know, I worked for BCS, and then he teamed up with the guy, and blah, blah, blah. Drama happened. And he had me get rid of the good drywallers, and we hired these Chinese guys. And one day he asked me how were the Chinese guys doing, and I told him the truth. I was like, what the fuck, is this their first job? It's like these guys never done it before, blah blah blah. I kind of was being me, I guess, just typical asshole. But anyhow, yeah, after that, I wasn't like really welcome there. But anyhow, I did the whole building, got it all the way up, and you see the state I left it. These are the pictures. Like the day I left it, it was stuccoed and the scaffold was down. The fucking thing was, we did all this beautiful fry riglet at the top. You could see, and it was great. And the stucco guys came in and they fucking blew through, and it was awesome. And then we're taking down the scaffold. Well, when you take down scaffold, you have to send a guy back from the stucco guys because he's got to like plug all these holes where the scaffold's tied in, make sure the building's watertight, blah blah blah, and clean it. You got to clean up too, right? You got to pull the tape off the windows and all that happy horse shit. So yeah, this guy comes out and there was fucking stucco all over this, fry riglet I had up top, and he just beat the shit out of it. You could see hammer marks probably still to this day at 8:30 in the morning every morning when the sun rises and hits that fry riglet. Perfect. Just dings everywhere. Fucking. And there's nothing you can do. I mean, the fucking scaffold's gone. It's whatever, 60 feet in the air. Yeah. Anyhow. And that was the last time. That was the last job I did for them. After that, it's pretty much a fuck you, Martin. Then they blamed all this other shit on me, but that's other drama we don't need. But check out my job. I was the fucking man. I made them $80,000 in a day just by reading. here's another interesting things that happened on this job. You see that? That is a elevator shaft. And that elevator shaft they did not set the piston like you normally would. You would come in, you would drill a deep hole. Don't forget, this is whatever. I think it was an 80-foot fucking rod here. Like, it was at their max all the way down. So typically you would drill an 80-foot hole. You put a case on in, and then you fucking slide your fucking shaft down in there. So like when you're in an elevator, that shaft is going down 80 feet. Well, they said, go for it, Martin, just fucking build it. We'll come drill that 80-foot hole later. And they dropped the whole building was done. They lifted it all the way up, and they dropped an 80-foot shaft down the hole. This guy came in with an 8-foot drill rig and drilled the fucking casement hole for that. And they just dropped it in. Is that crazy? That was crazy. I couldn't believe it, but they fucking did it. And it was amazing. Let's see, there was something else on this job that was extra. Oh, so during framing, a block of wood, maybe 10 inches, 8 inches, fell, blew off, whatever, off the roof, and landed on the neighbor's roof. And the neighbor claimed it broke their roof, made it leak, and it leaked on their $10,000 computer in their house. So they wanted me to write them a check. Well, they were asking for hundreds of thousands. And I don't know if you know this, but when you do multifamily like this, builder's risk and all that has a $20,000 deductible. So if that guy made a case and whatever went to it, I forget what happened. I think we gave them like whatever $5,000 or whatever, and they signed off on that. Seems to happen on all the jobs. Neighbors see that going up in their neighborhood, and they want a piece of it. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, so then that job went from, it went fast. I was pretty much done, except for these drywallers that fucked the whole schedule off. And then me and this dude John got into it over that, and I was gone. It was like, like at the end, if you're a good project manager, it's fucking boring at the end. I mean, you got everything ready. It's all run by itself. The guy's going to come in and do fucking 23 or whatever this was. I forget how many units this was. But he's going to come in and do all the kitchens. He's going to come in. It's just fucking scheduling thing and stepping everything. It's so boring. You're just a fucking babysitter. Just telling motherfuckers to stay clean. But as you can see, from the ground up, that was amazing. And the concrete guys here, they did a wonderful job, man. They fucking blew it out. I used to call that guy Tommy Lee. And that was a fucking, man, we got this done. And like I said, we were, 14, 15 months in when I left. Stucco done, units drywalled. I don't think I took a lot of pictures of the interior, but they were pretty much done. I mean, painting and floor and doors and shit. But check it out. Oh, here's